So in the two types of planners we have, there are two different styles of goal planning, and I want to walk you through the difference between the two. So over here is a more broad view of your goals. The Defined Life Planner is going to try to walk you through gaining some direction and clarity on where you want to go in life. So if you feel that you're in a situation where you wake up each day and you just don't know what's most important for you to do, and you find yourself going in a lot of different directions and you're not clear on your purpose, the Defined Life Planner is designed to help you with that very simply. And what this map does, this is the map you see at the beginning of each Defined Life Planner. What this map does is it helps you clarify your purpose at the top and bring you down to day-to-day action at the bottom. So we go from strategic to tactical here. And so at the top of the planner, you'll identify what your purpose and values are. Just 1 to 2 or 3 quick statements, what's most important to you. And then we're going to try to draw from that the steps that we take that are in alignment with your purpose and values. So here is this tent, this campsite, where that's your 12-week, your 1-quarter destination. What are the most important things you want to do this quarter? It's not everything you're going to do, but it's going to be the things that you have that are most important to you, that if you get them done, it's going to make a significant improvement in your life. And then here, these are the mile markers. And you'll see a mile marker every week in the Defined Life Planner so that you can track if you're on that path. Again, it doesn't mean that you're going to do something that leads you down this path every day. We have other things going on in our lives. We have other priorities. We have other tasks. I get that. But the more we can align those daily steps with the direction that we want to go in our life, the more efficient we get, the more focused we get, then we can achieve more. We're happier. We're living in alignment with who we want to be and where we want to go. And then here, these are the things, this is the desert of distraction. This is the things that knock us off course, where we find ourselves wasting time and energy, and we really regret spending our time over here. So we have you identify a couple of traps you typically find yourself falling into so that you can better identify them as you're going on this path. So with the Defined Life Planner, that's what we want you to work on, developing that clarity and that momentum going down the path that leads you toward where you want to go. Over here with Define My Day, very similar system. You're using the same daily planning page. We're still focusing on priorities for the day. We're still identifying distractions that could make us fall off course. And we're still doing a couple of mindset activities, but we're adding in journaling, habit tracking, and a little bit more detailed goal planning. So in here, every 4 weeks, we'll have you identify your personal goals, the things you want to work on for you, your work goals, things to improve your work life, your health goals, what you're going to do to focus specifically on improving your body and mind, and then love, which is your relationships, how to improve the social connections that you have around you. And so you'll identify a few things in each of these areas. It might only be 1, it might be 5. It just depends on how much you're zooming in and how specific you want to get. But what we're trying to do with Define My Day is take you in each book 4 weeks, and we break it into 1-week milestones, and then each day you're identifying your priorities for that day. And you may not do each one of these 4 things every day. You may one day, or maybe even the first 5 days of the week, find yourself focusing on work, right? And that's okay. That can be your priority. But then maybe you want to shift to the you part of it, maybe in the evening of your days. Maybe one of your priorities is you. And maybe your health goals are just the overall sequence of events of how you want to be mindful through your week about your health. So maybe in your habit tracker, you're planning meals, you're exercising a certain amount for the day. So you might not identify health as a priority every day, but it will be an underlying habit or an underlying direction you're going with in your week. And then same with love. You might want to prioritize once a week engaging with your partner, going out with friends, being as a habit, being engaged with your kids every day, whatever your specific situation is. You want to identify in each area how you want to align your upcoming days and the direction that you're going on this timeline. And the purpose of the journaling at the end of the day in the review at the end of each week and at the end of each month is to go back and look, did I align my days with what I said I wanted to align them with? And if the answer is no, then you can make little adjustments. And what happens is, the reason we do this is because ideally we follow this path, but our life is generally not a straight line, right? So there's things that knock us off course, and we just want to keep it adjusting so that we don't go too far off course and end up someplace in a situation we don't want to be. Job, financial situation, with people, maybe we find ourselves surrounded with people we don't enjoy being with. And so we don't want to go this direction. We certainly don't want to go this direction. We want to be as closely aligned with our stated objective as possible. That, again, that objective that aligns with our purpose and values over here. Same thing. We're just getting a little more granular with Define My Day. Now, that doesn't mean you can't change your destination. You might start working toward a goal here and find out, you know what, I don't necessarily want to do this. My goal is actually over here, and that's okay. At some point you can switch and go that direction, but you'll be more educated to make that decision. You'll know, okay, I've been going focused this way and I'm not feeling it. I need to make a job change. This relationship isn't working for me. My health is not improving, or maybe I'm focusing too much on my health and it's negatively impacting the amount of time I have to do work. You know, like all of this is just building that awareness to get to the place that makes you the most happy and doing it as efficiently as possible, which is where our mindfulness and habits come into play with Define My Day. As you go down this spectrum right here, this timeline, the habits help you become more efficient. So the habit stacks that we build in the morning to be more healthy, to do the things every day that we just want to ingrain in our mind and our habits, these healthy things that we're going to do every day that make us a better version of us, that we just want it to be who we are. Those habits help us be more efficient as we're going down this timeline, which in turn helps us better meet these goals and priorities that we have. And then the journaling aspect of it and the mindfulness practices we have in the planner for each day, they help you make sure that you're on that right path, that that's the path that you choose to be on, and it's not just a decision we made and now we're going and we find ourselves in that wrong place. We want to make sure we're going the right direction and that we can identify more quickly when we are not. So that's the differences between Define Life Planner and Define My Day. Define Life Planner, they have the same daily page. The Define Life Planner has a more simplified goal planning process to help you find more direction and to get you up to speed. Once you find some momentum, you have a little bit more clarity on where you want to be going and you want to take that next step, you go to Define My Day, add in the habits, add in the journaling, and get a little bit more specific on your goals. It's still a very quick process, but you can move down that timeline with just a little bit more momentum. And once you start doing this, I've been doing it for 8 years or more now, and I still do it every day. And I still find myself going, well, that might not be what I want to do, in the course correcting. It's going to happen. And you're going to find yourself, as you get down this timeline, sometimes you're less motivated to do it. And that's okay. You just get back into it and make the corrections you need to. Maybe you need to slow down a little bit. Maybe you took a couple steps back and you just regroup and keep going forward towards that place you want to go. And so macro, zooming out macro with the Define Life Planner, you know, if this is major goals for us, or maybe even the end of our lives, like this is what we want to be at the end of our lives, you know, you're traveling this path. When we get here, we just want to get there without regretting the steps that we took. We might have made mistakes. We might have done things that we didn't want to. We might have gone a direction that we found was wrong. But as long as you make the necessary steps to be aware of it, to be healthy about it, and you walk with purpose and a sense of authenticity, then you get here, and no matter how far you made it, you're more happy than if you would have gone off without a sense of direction. And so that's Define Life Planner versus Define My Day. Strategic, trying to get you to get more tactical and get this direction that you want to go. Define My Day, more specific, gaining momentum, more efficiency, taking it to that next level, but still not being burdensome about it. Not trying to overwhelm you with a bunch of steps and a bunch of nonsense that really just takes more time away from your day and your planning process and just makes you more inefficient. That's not what we're about. We want you to be efficient and moving towards your goals and happy to do it. So that's it. That's our process. Happy to have you. Welcome to Define Life. I hope you define a life you love. I'm Nick, and I will talk to you again very soon.